This is the transformation which shows how the planets got there, by Cy and Samantha.
Once there was a group of elite stars. They were the king, the prince, and the princess. The king chose the best representative, the sun, because he was the king. The princess had a representative, which was the moon. The prince sadly did not get a thing. So the prince, furious with rage, asked, "Why can't I have anything?" So the princess and the king had a talk with each other and decided that the prince can have a planet called the Earth, which he agreed to.
So after the king and the princess agreed to grant the prince's wish, the king had finally made a decision. The king had finally made what he calls the planets. The sun was glowing as bright as possible. The moon was shining in the night's light, and the earth did not have much to it. The king had sadly found out from his priests and nobles that he could not do anything on these planets. The sun he could not breathe on, the moon he could not walk on, and in the earth he just couldn't do anything. So he created representatives to represent him in these planets. King had a really hard decision to make. He didn't know where the representatives should live. After thinking for a long time, the king had finally made a decision. He had remembered that the prince did not get what he wanted when they were picking a planet, so he had chosen the earth was where the representatives would be living.
So he created two representatives, a girl whose name was Lily and a boy whose name was Max. Because Lily was the first woman on Earth, the stars gave her a house to live in. Max was the other representative, and he also got a house to live in, like Lily.
Lily had gotten a surprise. The stars had transformed themselves and became humans like Lily. They wanted to see how she was like, if she was good or bad, evil or kind. So they had come for a meeting. After talking to Lily, they had figured out that she was a kind and gentle girl. So they had to talk to the boy to figure out what he was like to make their decision. Max, too, had also gotten a surprise. While he was outside gardening his tree, the stars had transformed themselves like the humans and had come to his house to make their decision. Max had not known that these stars were kings and queens and princes, so he acted like the worst person ever. He was horrible to them. He would not let them come out, and he would make them stand while talking. The stars had went back into space and transformed themselves. They had figured out that the girl was the best choice after a 2-hour meeting, unlike the boy. So they had made her come into space, and they had rejoiced all day long. And then she went back into Earth and told the boy with kind words that he should act better with people when they come to his house.
The end.
Thanks for watching.